I suppose with the number of enemies Cass has made, there's no need to fake an assassination attempt.
What the fuck did he find to make him desperate enough to do this? Roll it, Bugs.
Look at that. Albion trucks with black boxes on the undercarriage, just like aeroplanes. I can track down the black box, which should lead us to the truck's current location.
Couldn't we also run the truck's license plates?
Of course. I'll also monitor Albion communications and 1,000 other little things you would appreciate.
Looks like a disgruntled employee situation. Cass did something to seriously piss this guy off.
Internal conflict. Might mean some of them awaken to the truth. Think we need to scope that truck.
According to Albion radio chatter, they've moved the truck to the Tone bombing site. And here's something even stranger. They've moved Radu Florin's body along with it.
Now, why on earth would they move it to the Tone site?
Albion has been coordinating recovery efforts at the site, which is rather vague.
It's a dumping ground, innit? For problems they like to see disappear. If we find the truck, we find Radu.
To right.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the Optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the Optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the Optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the small handheld unit. So much lighter and so much more convenient. It's great.
Vicky, you sound like you absolutely love the Optic. Do you actually think that it's made our lives any better?
I mean, sure, it's definitely made things a lot easier. It's so simple to call someone now. All you have to do is choose who you want to chat to and they're there, ready to talk. And browsing the web is so... much easier. I remember when you used to have to sit down at a computer with an actual keyboard and mouse and type.
What's her story, Bags?
Actually, the strangest thing about her is that she's not weighed down by old soup cans at the bottom of the Thames. She's a load of dodgy gambling debts and she's refusing financial help from a rich friend.
A gambling addict passing up free money? Must be mad. Or that's not the real story.
You're right, a gambling addict making a bad life choice. Oh, the mystery. You'd better talk to the friend if you want to crack this one.
Solid idea. Bagley?
Doing that.
Get us an appointment, would you?
Draconian device on us at all. Sure, everybody... to it. There was free Wi-Fi and phone plans. That definitely helped, but it wasn't a case
dawdle.
of this is a product that you need in your life.
Why do you hate it so much?
It's just the worst because you had to give up your privacy expectations and accept surveillance. It was almost like the government and Bloom didn't even need to make the optic mandatory. Making it mandatory was only to get the last holdouts across the line. If free data didn't convince you, fines and arrests from the state for not having the optic would pretty much be enough.
I mean, what do you mean by privacy problems? No one really talks about that anymore.
They don't talk about it because we don't have any choice when it comes to the optic. Yes, it's convenient and mandatory, but everybody's forgotten what it really means. Here, you've got basically all the data about your life. Bloom can see everything that you can see. Nothing is private anymore. There are so many times when I don't want anyone to have a clue about where I am, who I'm chatting with, what I'm doing. It's not even dodgy stuff, but I just don't want anybody to blackmail me with this in the future by hacking it. And because of Bloom's contracts with the government, it isn't just Bloom that can see everything I do, it's the government. The UK as a state has become a complete surveillance paradise.
I think you're painting a bit of a bleak picture. It's not all that bad.
No, you're completely wrong on this. I don't want everybody tracking me wherever I'm going around London.
Well, in that case, you might be interested in some rumours I heard. Did you hear that some DedSec hackers have found a way to bypass the optic's connection with Bloom?
Are they actually making it better or usable or actually friendly for anybody?
Well, word on the street is that they've been able to create an encrypted signal with...
Heard you need a hand. How can I help?
This is about my friend, isn't it? Oh, God. She's okay, right? She's in way over her head.
Keep talking.
She's destroying her life with this stupid gambling. I tried to help her get out of debt, but no. Now she's off to meet those Clan Kelly thugs. They're going to kill her.
I see why you're concerned. We'll see what we can do about it.
I've tracked our naughty little gambler to a location that's crawling with Clan Kelly goons.
Best look into it.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly as if the screen was in front of your eyes. Instead of having to carry around a phone, you've just got the...
Our gambler is somewhere in the area, and just based on how these things go, probably in mortal peril. Get to her quickly. The hostage is in here. Let's get her out. Yes, yes, well done. You might want to check on them.
Are you all right?
Hey, I knew what I was doing. It would have worked out just fine. Okay, well, maybe I didn't. But I nearly had it. It could have worked.
What do you mean?
So I had this plan, right? I get so in debt to them that they haul me in. And bam! Once I'm in their hideout, I stick them with a virus. Except they were all, no money, we break your kneecaps. And I'm all, well, that escalated.
No bloody kidding.
But hey, maybe you could do it. And then we split the dosh. Like Robin Hood and Little John.
Of course. Easy peasy.
Well, she's certainly entrepreneurial, though not exactly risk-averse.
Let's help her out. Maybe DedSec will win her over.
I found a Kelly lieutenant who should make a great target for the crypto-draining virus. I'll send you their details now.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of The Upload. We're talking about the optic and how it's changed our lives. Now, as you remember, Bloom announced a new version of the optic at the recent Tone conference, but we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have the small implant that sends signals to your optic nerve and lets you see your emails, take calls, and browse the internet directly.
Can't stop this feeling. Oh, yes.
The target for that crypto-stealing virus is around here.
Got it.
That's a little cheeky, I like that. You honking doesn't help anyone. Keep up. We need you to leave immediately. Where can I get one of those corner velvet? Oi, cunt! My bad. What, mate?
That's him there. Get ready with the virus upload. Upload complete. Now scarf her or they'll kill you for sure. Virus install complete.
I hope she appreciates what I've done. Let's brighten her day with the news, shall we? Job done.
I know. I can see all the numbers in their account getting smaller and the ones in mine getting bigger. We make a good team. We should do this again.
In DedSec, the more the merrier. Care to join us?
Hell yes. I'm in.
But we haven't heard too much about that since due to the dramatic events there. Let's cast our minds back and consider the technology. I mean, the optic changed everything. It lets you see things in AR. You no longer need a smartphone. You just have...
believe I'm right next to celebrity.
That's odd.
What the?
I think you should quote my little slag. At the end of it all, it's only a few quid, isn't it? Please, help the poor boy.
I'm excited to see what you're capable of. Very excited.
Yes, I'm so ready to help out the cause.
Lovely.
Auto drive now enabled.
Mum, this is boring. I'm out of data. Oh, I was playing that game. Mum!
Could do with a spot of tea and crumpets.
Anywhere, anytime you need us, we're there. Wi-Fi on the fly.
Auto drive now disabled.
That's a shame.
Yeah, here we go. This to you.
What's his story, Bags?
It seems there's an arrest warrant out on him and a bounty on his head with the Kellys. And he's been catfished 3 times by his aunt.
Whoa. What could they possibly have done to piss off that many people?
Good question. You could dig around and see what turns up.
Auto drive now enabled. Auto drive now disabled.
Duty to uphold them. Can you set...
This is the right location. That's the CTOS up there.
making promises here while making a difference.
Fucking what am I even looking at here?
So sorry. Strength that comes from our belief.
Someone should do something.
Good show. Keep it up. Albion is a blight upon this city that we must end. We cannot sit idle.
You can't say that. Think about it.
Very nice. Albion is a blight upon this city that we must end. We cannot sit idle. We have the duty to... Albion is a blight upon this city that we must end.